Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I still remain your one and only baby girl for life. This is Sandy's Cake. And please, I just want to applaud and tell everyone living in Rivers State, Port Harcourt, Nigeria, to please stay safe out there. Try as much as you can to come back home on time because of the curfew. And if you're trying to pick up a taxi, you're trying to pick up a car back home, make sure you are safe out there. And try as much as you can to please look into the car before you board, to avoid anyone kidnapping you or taking you down to the place you are not comfortable with. So guys, let's go back to the story of today. We're going to be talking about quitting. A lot of people have particularly stayed in a position because they are scared of leaving that place. I know it's not easy. Don't even think that I'm saying it's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy coming back home or going back to wherever you're supposed to go to and sit back at the end of the month. You're not getting what you are supposed to get. So, but I want to ask a question. I want to say something here is that the thing I want to say is that a lot of us that have served as coppers, you know how patient it is to relax and wait for your alawi at the end of the month, and it comes on time. Sometimes it comes later than when you expect, sometimes it comes earlier than when you expect. So it's the same way. Then when you finish NYSC, some people are lucky enough to get a job after NYSC. Some persons still are not lucky to get a job, so it makes you to still come back home and sit down and there the let me manage comes in, because of this fear of sitting down at home and not collecting something. Now, that has actually affected a lot of us in Nigeria, and we keep going back and forth because of this same issue. To be truthful, it's not easy staying at home and doing nothing. And that's why I'm bringing this up today. I'm just trying to ask one or two people that are staying at home to please imbibe yourself. Make sure you're busy. Do something with your time, because this time wasting, you can't get it back again. As it's gone, you understand? So for you to sit down at home doing nothing and tying down your hands and expecting God to send you manna from above, it doesn't work like that. So it's a crying call for everyone sitting down at home doing nothing to think of what to do. It's not a must that you will do bike business. It's not a must that you will sell clothes, sell hair. Some persons are doing it and it has failed. They have ended it. So maybe you just, first of all, the first thing to do is to ask God for direction. When you have direction from God, you should be able to conquer everything. You've not seen someone selling money and the person is making it. The person is not even stressed, in as much as the moment business, you need to wake up in the morning and prepare it and all that because they are freshly made. But this is their line of business and they are yielding from it. And this brings me to a point where I want to talk about my personal life, in as much as I know it's not necessary to discuss my personal life on this camera, but I want to bring it up here to encourage one or two persons that are looking for an alternative out there, to look for something to do. Yes, I've been working in a particular organization for the past 3 years, and luckily I never had the opportunity, or I never expected that I was going to occupy the position I occupied. I had a lot of experience from the position I occupied in the few years that I worked, and it gave me an edge for me to take up a professional career on that field, and it's a plus for me. Now guys, I started working out. We all know how it is in Nigeria, where you work for someone, you put in the whole of your time and your best, and the person can just wake up one morning and tell you that yeah, you have done so well, or probably they won't even speak to you about it, but the next thing you're seeing is a sack letter, or is an attitude you are not comfortable with, and this gives you like, why is he talking to me like that? Why is he looking at me like that? Why is he looking for fault in everything I do? You don't need anybody to tell you that it's over. You should just have at the back of your head and like, oh, maybe I've overstayed, or maybe they don't like me anymore, maybe they just don't know how to tell me that it's over, but they're waiting for me to do one or two things and sack me. So I was working here, it was going on well. I had a lot of experience and exposure. Like I said, it was one of the best years of my life that I put in there, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I had the experience, and I'm so grateful for the privilege that was given to me to have this knowledge. I remain grateful, indebted to the company, and I wish them the best in future. Yeah, so I started seeing some fingers and some handwriting on the wall, and which I wasn't comfortable with. I decided to quit. I quitted the job and I came back home, and I've been home for 1 month and 2 days now. Yeah, I've been home and I've been trying to wrap myself around things I think I need to upgrade myself with, which by God's grace things are falling in place in no time. So I just want to use this media to tell one or two of my friends out there, you're working in a place, you're not getting the exact thing you're supposed to get because you're working, you're not getting that comfort, that job security you're actually looking out for. It's not a must that you will stay there and die. It's not a must, because when you die now, the company will take someone else before you are even being buried. So if you know you're not growing in a company, if you know that you're not seeing yourself moving up, like you're not going to another position, there's no structure, why are you staying down there? You're wasting the whole years of your time doing nothing. Yes, I said that. You're doing nothing, absolutely nothing. So the moment you are there, you are just wasting your time. You're not seeing future in the job and you are still staying. Why are you staying there? Why not come out and look for a career, look for something you love to do and take it up from there? And you see how the thing is gonna blow for you. In the course of you taking up your personal career that you love, you still will be looking out for a job, and it's gonna click. So please, this is an appeal for everyone working in a position where they are not comfortable with. Try as much as you can to try and pull out and see what next you can do with your life. Okay? And I pray and I hope and I wish that this talk probably might have sunk into someone's head today, and that should be thinking about it. If you feel you want to discuss, please leave a comment, leave your question on the comment section. I'll be here to respond to your question. And please don't forget to share my video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to tell your